I'm telling you this. Anyone, even without a college degree, drowning in debt or jobless, can start becoming wealthy in just 6 months. Do you believe that? You might think it's impossible. Or worse, you might think I'm crazy. But let me tell you something. Most people spend their entire lives trying to make money the wrong way. They chase money like it's running away from them. They wake up every morning, go to a job they hate, just to earn enough to survive, and then do it all over again the next day, every week, every month, every year, until life slips by in a blur of regret and wasted potential. But here's the truth. Money isn't running away from you. Money isn't afraid of you, and you don't need to chase it. Money is a reaction. It's a result. It's the reward for the value you bring. You don't get rich by racing against time. You get rich by mastering your time. And the first thing you need to understand is this. Wealth doesn't start in your wallet. It starts in your mind. The rich don't think like the poor. That's a bitter truth. The poor ask, how many hours do I have to work to make more money? The rich ask, how much value can I create so money comes to me? The difference lies in systems thinking. The poor trade time for money, but time is a limited resource. Once it's gone, you can't buy it back. The rich build systems. They multiply their value through technology, through people, through leverage. They make money work for them, even while they sleep. Now imagine this. You wake up one morning, no alarm, no calls from your boss, no emails screaming for a deadline. You open your eyes, and the world waits for you, not the other way around. You work not because you have to, but because you choose to. You don't go looking for money. Money finds you. Not because you won the lottery, not because you got lucky, but because you awakened something that most people leave dormant their whole lives, your true potential. I know what you're thinking. Sounds nice, but how am I supposed to do that when I have nothing? Listen closely. You don't need anything to start, except one thing, the belief that you can. No degree? That's fine. In debt? Totally okay. No one believes in you? Perfect. Because you don't need their belief. You only need yours. Just look at history. Who built this world? Who changed it? Who became legends? Steve Jobs dropped out of college. Elon Musk came to America with nothing. Oprah Winfrey was told over and over she wasn't fit for television. Jack Ma rejected from 30 jobs, including KFC. They didn't start with better conditions than you, but they did start with the one thing that mattered most. They refused to live an average life. You need to understand this. Wealth is not for the ones who wait. It's for the ones who act before they're ready. You might not know the next step. Take it anyway, because every great person you admire, they were once just someone who didn't know what they were doing, but did it anyway. They learned while doing. They fixed mistakes as they moved forward. They failed, but they never quit. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your destiny. Every day you live without taking action is a day you lose the chance to rebuild yourself. Every idea you shut down because it's not the right time is a spark you're putting out with your own hands. So let me ask you again. If I told you that you could become wealthy in just 6 months, would you believe me? If your answer is still no, then I'm sorry, but you're not ready to change your life. But if your answer is maybe, if there's even a flicker of belief left in you, then keep listening, because what I'm about to share could change the way you see the world forever. If you're still listening, then I know one thing for sure. There's still a fire inside you that hasn't gone out. Maybe it's small, maybe it's just a faint ember, but I don't need you to be a blazing torch right now. I just need you to protect that flame against a world trying to snuff it out every single day. Because the world doesn't want you awake. It wants you asleep, trapped in the illusion of safety. It wants you to follow the crowded path. Go to school, get a job, rack up debt, and die. They tell you to be realistic. They say, don't dream too big. They remind you that success is not for everyone. But I'm here to tell you the opposite. Reality isn't something built by society. It's built by those crazy enough to believe they can change it. Success isn't a gift you receive. It's a trophy you earn in the daily war against your lesser self. You don't need more advice. What you need is a challenge. I challenge you. For the next 6 months, don't live like the old you. I challenge you. For the next 6 months, live like you've got nothing to lose. I challenge you. Wake up earlier, work longer, learn faster, and dare to fail harder than anyone you've ever known. Not to prove something to the world, but to prove something to yourself. That you can change your destiny just by deciding to live differently today. But how? Where do I start? Start with what's in your hand, this phone. Don't scroll it to waste time. Use it to build something. A YouTube channel, an online store, a service, a new skill. Just one rule. Don't wait until you're ready to start. Start so you can become ready. Success isn't a straight road. It's a maze. And this maze isn't for those who want a map. It's for those willing to charge through wall after wall until they find the way out. You've heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So ask yourself, do your 5 closest friends live the life you want? If not, then I'm sorry. You're living a life pre-programmed for failure. It's time to change your environment. Cut the negativity, mute the doubt. Leave the group chats that go nowhere. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel small, and instead, surround yourself with people who are moving forward, even if they're just on your screen. As long as they're pulling you up, not dragging you down. There will be days you're tired, days you doubt yourself, days you feel like giving up. That's when you need to remember this. Every successful person you admire, they once stood exactly where you're standing right now. They felt empty, they were scared, they wanted to quit, but they kept going. They took one more step when others stopped. That's the only difference between ordinary and extraordinary. Extraordinary is ordinary, done relentlessly, no matter the mood, no matter the odds. Don't wait to feel motivated before you act. Act, and the motivation will follow. Don't wait for opportunity before you start. Start, and you'll create your own opportunities. Don't wait for the world to clap for you. Clap for yourself, for finally choosing to live in alignment with the fire in your heart. You might lose friends. You might be misunderstood. You might feel alone on this path, but you'll gain something far more valuable. Freedom. Freedom from fear. Freedom from judgment. Freedom from living to please others. And that's something money can't buy. But once you have it, money will find its way to you. So what are you waiting for? A sign? This is it. Someone to believe in you? Let me be that person. A guarantee that you'll succeed? I can't give you that. But here's what I can promise. If you commit to 6 months of relentless, no excuse, all-in living, as if your life depends on it, you will not be the same person you are today. You'll become the version of yourself that makes people ask, how did they do it? And you'll smile, because you know the answer was never a secret. It was always just a decision. Don't ask how to start. Ask yourself, what am I willing to give up to start? Give up laziness. Give up the need to be perfect before taking action. Give up the fear of being judged, the fear of failure, the fear of your own potential. Because deep down, you know you weren't born for an average life. You feel it. In the quiet of the night, when no one's watching, when the world goes silent, you hear it, a voice. And it's not coming from the outside. It comes from deep within, the place where your soul knows exactly what you were made for. But what have you done with that voice? You buried it with excuses. You smothered it with responsibilities. You wrapped it in safety, realism, and stability. Words that sound smart, but are really just sweet little prisons holding your gift hostage. I don't care how old you are, 18 or 58. It doesn't matter. The time you've wasted is gone. I can't change that, neither can you. But I do know this. 6 months from now, you'll thank yourself for not quitting today. Picture another version of you in the future. Healthier, wealthier, smarter, freer, living a life you once thought was only possible in your dreams. And that version of you is looking back right now and whispering, thank you for starting. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for believing in me, even before you could see it. You don't need to see the full path. You just need to see the next step. You don't need a 10-year plan. You just need 1 hour of focus today. Write down what you want, not what's reasonable, not what's practical. Write what sets your mind on fire, the dream that keeps you up at night, the desire that makes your heart race every time you imagine it. That's it. Don't shrink it because others don't understand. Don't water it down to fit inside the box society built for you. This world doesn't need more average. It needs you, fully alive. Let me make this clear. No one is coming to save you. No one's knocking on your door saying, hey, I see your potential. Here's the money. Here's the opportunity. Here's your dream. Just sign here. Number life doesn't work like that. But if you stand up, if you move forward, if you work like your life depends on it, the world will respond. Doors will open. The right people will appear. Opportunities will come. But only after you act like there's no way back. Do you know why most people fail? Not because they're not smart, not because they lack resources, not because they never got a shot. They fail because they didn't stay long enough to see results. They plant a seed today and expect fruit tomorrow. They hit the gym for 1 week, see no abs, and quit. They make videos for 3 months, don't go viral, and call themselves untalented. Success doesn't come to the fastest. It comes to the one who refuses to stop. Have you seen that image of 2 men digging for diamonds? One gives up, just one swing away from the treasure. The other keeps going and finds everything. Don't be the one who turns back. You've come too far to quit now. And if today is your first day, make a vow to yourself. I will not stop, no matter what happens. Because there will be hard days. I promise you that. There will be days everything feels like it's falling apart. There will be days your loved ones doubt you. There will be days you doubt you. But that's not destruction. It's the filter. It's how the path weeds out the weak. You have to be strong enough to say, I'm tired, but I'm still showing up. Brave enough to keep going, even when no one's cheering. Because one day, the same people who doubted you will ask, how did you do it? And you'll remember, the moment you didn't quit is the moment everything began to change. Believe me when I say this. If you give it 6 months of pure focus, pure grit, pure action, you can change your whole life. Not some quick motivational high. I'm talking about a shift in consciousness. Once you break through your own limits, nothing can stop you. There are things you can't learn from books. You won't find them on the internet. You won't get them from teachers, friends, or anyone else. Because some lessons are carved into your flesh. When you dare to start without certainty. When you step forward without a map. When you believe in something no one else does. Success is not a reward. It's the punishment for those who aren't tough enough to pursue it all the way. You want freedom? You want money? You want a life where you don't need to ask for permission? Then are you ready to pay the price? Because freedom isn't free. Success isn't free. You pay for it with sacrifice, with mornings where you don't sleep in, with nights when you skip the parties, with months of being misunderstood, criticized, isolated. But if you're willing to pay that price, everything you want is waiting on the other side of that pain. Remember this. Pain is temporary. Regret lasts forever. Struggle today, and you'll live free tomorrow. Choose comfort today, and you'll carry the weight of regret for life. The question isn't, can I avoid pain? The real question is, will you choose the pain of growth or the pain of regret? The difference between ordinary and extraordinary isn't talent, it's resilience. Ordinary people stop when they're tired. Extraordinary people stop when they're done. Ordinary people wait for motivation. Successful people create motivation through action. Ordinary people want fast results. But those who win play the long game. Knowing greatness takes time, and consistency is the ultimate weapon. Stop measuring your worth by numbers on a screen. Stop judging your progress through someone else's eyes. Stop living a template life the world handed you. You're not a copy. You're the original. And you owe no one an explanation for chasing your wildest dream. Stand up, look yourself in the mirror, and say, I refuse to live one more day like the one before. Everything you need is already within you. A mind that can learn any skill. A body that can endure and overcome. A heart that once dreamed, even if you forgot. No one is born wealthy. No one is born connected. No one is born lucky. Everything is built through sweat, pain, and invisible choices. You want to make money? Then create value. You want influence? Then live your truth. You want success? Then start, even when you're not ready. Because if you wait for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. And let me say something that might hurt. No one owes you anything. Not an opportunity. Not recognition. Not thanks. Not belief. And that's the best news ever. Because it means you don't need anyone's permission to change your life. You are the only one who can save yourself. The only one who can push the button. The only one who can turn your ship from failure to victory. Just you, no one else. And if you don't do it today, then 6 months from now, you'll still be here. Same questions, same pain, same forgotten dream. But if you rise up, if you act, if you commit on a level no one else dares to, 6 months from now, you won't even recognize yourself. You don't have to be the best. You just have to be the one who doesn't quit. People will call you crazy. They'll laugh when you start from zero. They'll say, everyone's trying. You'll end up just like them. And that's when you smile. Not out of arrogance, but because deep down, the ones who laugh today will be speechless tomorrow. You don't have to prove anything to them. You just have to prove to yourself, I can, I will, I must. Every second you delay, your dream drifts further away. Every hour you hesitate is an opportunity someone else grabs. You think there's still time? There's not. Every day you don't live fully is a day you die silently. Have you ever looked into your parents' eyes and realized they gave up everything so you could live differently? Have you ever sat alone in the dark and felt the weight that, if you don't act, their pain was for nothing? You're not just living for yourself. You're living for those who believed in you when you had nothing. You're living for the next generation, so they won't have to start from below zero like you did. And if that's not reason enough to keep going, close your eyes. Picture yourself at 80, gray hair, wrinkled hands, looking back on your life. Will you feel proud, or will you feel regret? Don't live a predictable life. Don't be the person everyone can guess what you'll do next. Be the crazy one, the one who dares, who fails, who rises again, who swims against the current. Because history doesn't remember the obedient. It remembers the defiant, the ones who said, I don't accept this fate. You might start at the bottom, but no one can stop you from dreaming of the top. You might have no capital, but no one can stop you from working like you're the CEO of your own life. You might be lost, but every step you take today could be the beginning of your greatest comeback. I'm not here to comfort you. I'm not here to tell you it'll be okay. I'm here to tell you the truth. It's going to be hard, but you will get stronger. You'll be betrayed. You'll fail. You'll cry. You'll want to quit. And then you'll rise. Because people remember those who conquered storms, not those who merely survived sunny days. Do you remember what you once dreamed of? Not the job you're stuck in, not the stability that keeps you trapped, but that wild, limitless dream that once made your heart race. until you buried it because it wasn't realistic. How long have you abandoned it? It's time to call it back. It's time to make peace with yourself, not because you're selfish, but because you deserve it. And always remember this: every small action today is a seed for a great dream tomorrow. Read one more page, write down one more idea, turn off your phone and work one more hour. Go to bed earlier, focus harder, compare less. No step is small if you take one every day. Success doesn't come from one big move. It comes from thousands of invisible actions, from discipline when no one is watching, from habits when no one is applauding your 5 a.m. wake-up. If you're working 8 hours a day building someone else's dream, can you spend at least 2 hours building your own? If you're always prioritizing others, when will you prioritize yourself? You are the most important project of your life. You are the greatest company you'll ever build. You are the only brand that will stay with you till the end. And if you don't invest in yourself, who will? Success doesn't come from finding the right answers. It comes from never stopping asking the right questions. Have you ever asked yourself, why must I live a life like everyone else? Why must I choose the safe job others recommend? Why do I believe I can't when I've never really tried? Ask better questions. Break the limits hardwired into you since childhood. Do what the system never wants you to do. Think for yourself. No one's coming to save you from an average life. There's no miracle that turns you into a millionaire overnight. But there is something more powerful than miracles. An ordinary person who dares to do extraordinary things every single day, without excuses, without complaints. You want to build wealth? Don't start with money, start with value. The question isn't, how much can I earn? It's, how many people can I help? The market doesn't pay for your dreams, it pays for solutions. You want a higher income? Then solve bigger problems. For more people, in better ways. The wealthy don't ask, how do I save another million? They ask, how do I make an extra 10 million every month? Their mindset isn't about cutting costs. It's about creating value. They don't play defense, they attack. They don't run from risk. They manage risk and move forward. If you're reading this, you're not poor. You have a phone. You have the internet. You have awareness. You have something millions don't. Opportunity. The opportunity to learn for free. The opportunity to sell to the world with just one account. The opportunity to build a personal brand using only the device in your hand. The problem isn't that you have nothing to start with. The problem is, you haven't started with what you already have. You know why most people never get rich? It's not lack of ideas. It's not lack of money. It's delay, disguised as clever excuses. I'll start when things are perfect. I'll begin after this course. I just need a little more time. You don't need more time. You need to start, even when you're not ready. Look back through history. Every great person started with one thing, a decision, not a golden opportunity, not a powerful connection, but a moment where they said, enough. It's time to rewrite my destiny. And if today you say that to yourself, if today you stand up and decide, I won't live on repeat anymore, I won't be the daydreamer who fails in real life, then this is day one of a new life. Don't wait for motivation. Act first. Motivation will follow. Because your body doesn't need more inspiration. It needs discipline. Your mind doesn't need more reasons. It needs a wake-up punch. Success is a daily exam. Will you start again today, even if no one recognized you yesterday? You might say, but I've tried. I failed. Then hear this. Failure is not the end. Failure is the test. How serious are you, really? You can fall 7 times. Just make sure you get up 8. You don't have to win every battle. You just can't lose to yourself. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to be the most stubborn person in the room. The one who won't stop. The one who keeps improving. The one who keeps going. even when no one believes in it. Because one day, when you succeed, the world will ask, "How did you do it?" And you'll smile and say, "I didn't give up." Declare war on stagnation. Declare war on your darkest past. Declare war on the old version of yourself, the one who chose comfort, who said, "Maybe tomorrow," who lived far below their true potential. It's time to kill the weak version of you, not with hate, but with action. Every morning you wake up earlier. Every hour you learn a new skill. Every task you complete without anyone watching. Every step you take forward is a punch in the face of fear. You are rebuilding yourself brick by brick. Every cell in you is being reprogrammed. No more waiting, no more blaming, no more asking for permission. This world doesn't reward potential. It rewards those who dare to realize it. No matter who laughs, no matter who doubts. You may not be the smartest person. That's okay. You may not be the luckiest. That's irrelevant. You just need to be the most resilient. Resilient when others give up. Resilient when chaos hits. Resilient when the world turns its back. You know what your greatest asset is? It's not money. It's not connections. It's not your degree. Your greatest asset is this: the power to decide who you become every single day. You can change. You can rebuild. You can rewrite your entire story if you have the guts to do it. No one is born a leader. No one is born thinking big. They learn. They train. And so can you. You can become anything as long as you're willing to pay the price, as long as you accept this truth. The pain of discipline will always weigh less than the pain of regret. Imagine this. 6 months from now, you look in the mirror, and instead of seeing someone tired, lost, and disappointed, you see a warrior, a builder, someone no longer living by others' expectations, but by their own design. You see yourself stronger, smarter, deeper, clearer in direction, fierce in your focus, with eyes that can't be dimmed. You're no longer your old self. You're living proof that anyone, from any starting point, can change their destiny if they dare to begin. And it all starts with one decision. No need for a 10-year plan. No need to wait for the perfect guidebook. No need for a partner. No need for anyone to understand. All it takes is one moment where you tell yourself, "I've had enough. It's time to change." Success doesn't shout. It whispers, and only those who are awake enough can hear it. It doesn't stand in the spotlight. It hides in the pain, in the struggle, in the days you want to quit. And if you can defeat yourself in those moments, success will be waiting quietly on the other side. You may never rule the world, but you can master yourself. And when you master yourself, you can master your finances. You can master your mind. You can master your future. Look back one last time, not to hold on, but to say goodbye. Goodbye to fear. Goodbye to delay. Goodbye to the version of you who doubted, who played small, who feared rejection. And now, take a deep breath. Raise your head. Open your eyes. Because you're about to step into a new chapter, where you are the main character. You are the writer, and you are the architect of your empire. No one can do it for you, and no one can stop you. You are the difference. You are the story. You are the result of every unseen effort, and you deserve everything good that's coming your way. Start today. Act now. No more retreat, no more permission, because the perfect moment is the one you decide to begin.